before she tell me. Shit, die before she tell me. Gotta keep my eyes open.
A couple bands on your heels will probably change the way you walk. Conversations in the bank will probably change the way you talk. I'ma always be right here and I won't never leave you lonely. You can rest all of your fears cause I always got it on me. They took me from you once, you showed you was a rock. Speak on my demise, but the devil is a lie. 6 bloods in and we only getting higher. See the love in your heart, but your eyes full of fire. See, I used to wonder about you, but I know now. Gucci bags when we land, how it go now. Real shit, a real bitch and make you slow down. I beat it up and take a break and go some more rounds, and then we go some more rounds. It's gonna always be some rain, so the roads got umbrellas. I'm stressing with the homies in the town with them fellas. Gonna always take them pictures, I'll tell you when to post it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open. See, I started as a dealer, then I finished as a dealer. I could put you on the beach in the middle of the winter. You and Nina, sister wives, cause this shit could get tricky. Niggas frontin' like a killer, turn that bitch into Matilda. Stepping on these niggas and I came into a feet first. 12 on these Balenci's and these bitches make my feet hurt. Rich nigga problems every day, I live a movie. You could fight in H&M or you could ball with me and Lucy. She asked for a hoodie, so I let her wear the Gucci. Next day when she left, I ain't tripping, she kept the Gucci. It tastes like food, I even had to lick my fingers. And that pussy so good, I had to save me some for later. Diamonds on your neck, see them dancing on your haters. And they talk from the bottom, but you up, you can't hear them. You taking all the pictures, I'll tell you when to post it. Pistol on me and I'm focused, you ain't tripping, you a hold it. Cause you know them niggas jealous.
Yeah, you know them niggas jealous.
Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. Baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous.
Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cook, crack the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in with that tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that, get tap in. You feel me? Hit that notification bell, hit all, say tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna give y'all some news y'all can use, some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. We finna jump right into this. My man Ray Give TV. Big shout out to Ray Give TV. Spin the block. Shout out to Ray Give TV, man. I like that little 1-2 step he got going on. If you ain't did so, man, make sure you show some love to Ray Give TV. Hit him with a like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I just did. Show him some love, though. We finna jump into this content. Explosive content between Akademiks and WAC100. Let's get into it. Let's go.
We see that you interviewed the guy in the Larry Hoover case.
Yeah.
And they were saying that Larry Hoover might have cooperated, but you're the leader of the exposers, but this time you exposed that there was nothing to expose. That Larry Hoover is not a cooperant because the guy said that.
You know, the crazy part about it is, I keep telling people, the exposers work both ways. Sometimes we fix it, clean up a situation, but you know the crazy part about it is them people, whoever they weirdos are, I don't know if they get mad because it's me, but they didn't like the fact that I went in and did that. They didn't like the fact that I helped kind of like
clear it up.
Yeah, put a different light. Well, I didn't bring it up. A Chicago-based app called Squid 8. I got into it with a dude real bad the other day. I know from up.
After the situation with Aaron the plumber that just got you a case in Atlanta, you still getting into it, people, huh? Okay.
He hit me, and he's like a J Prince flunky. But I like, hey, bro, Squid 8 is the one that exposed it. I even went to PM Squid 8 because I don't know the dudes, and they told me, yeah, they got the information up top. All this came from Chicago. And so what I did, I read it, And it was a newspaper article, so I kind of debunked it based on that. I didn't acknowledge a newspaper article as court documents. So then 1090 Jake responds. He goes and digs deeper and finds another newspaper article. And
So keep in mind, the situations for Larry Hoover are newspaper articles. They're not actual police reports. These are newspaper articles where police were interviewed about a shooting that happened at a school in front of a bunch of like hundreds of people.
and tries to stand on it like that. I responded out with finding the dude that actually shot Larry Hoover.
Wow.
And the James Highsmith, I think is his name, and interviewed him, and that's up on the 100 Show YouTube channel. And he broke down what he accounts of it, what people did or didn't do. They got mad about that. They said that I found the paperwork, sent it to the Chicago-based app, had them post it so I can respond in a good way, and then I paid 1090 to respond in a bad way, and then I strategically went and got the shooter. Like, these dudes is crazy. But I'm gonna tell you this: it's not over with. 1090's gonna respond. He has something that I know he has.
Does he have the work?
He got
the work. You're sick.
some work, but he has a different kind of work, not the work relating to Larry Hoover telling. I think if I know 1090 is filing to get the work from 1968 to see if this one individual, James Highsmith, is telling the truth, because he's questioning if dude has been pressured to say the things he's saying.
Now,
And he has reason to believe he is.
now here's the thing. I feel like this is like a two-pronged, issue. I think some people, because of Larry Hoover's age, this and third, they feel like this isn't a conversation that should be had. Okay?
Nah, ain't nobody. I will respectfully say, look, I ain't never had nothing against Larry Hoover. I've never disrespected Larry Hoover. I don't really know him. I don't really know his story. I know it partially. I know what got him the time. You know, I was caught up in the Larry Hoover tapes, which the lady that I was working with has, that's never been seen. But you can't. There's no. We talk about Tupac's rape. We talk about Biggie Smalls. The weird shit he said in his music that we didn't really realize till.
You know what's crazy? Wack talks about everything but his own dirt. And never mind. Don't worry about it. Dirt is hard.
Decades later. So it is what it is. If you on that pedestal, if you being placed up there with, on some gangster shit, hey, if this is what happened, and people gonna question the whole movement of what it's supposed to be. So I get it. Remember, to the side of Crips is Bloods, to the side of Bloods is Crips. So, GD's got an opposition. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. So hold on.
GD's, you get what I'm saying?
Do you think this? So I don't know where your angle is. Do you think that 1090 Jake put out fake work, or you just think, hey?
No. I think 1090 moved based upon the newspaper articles. He went and found other newspaper articles to support the original one that was out. So what I did was say,
so Wack, you're not down to stand on the idea that he's not a snitch. You're just saying you don't have the right work to call him a snitch.
Yeah, I'm saying as of right now, what you guys are basing it upon, it's not credible. Well, it's credible, but we don't use newspaper articles in place of court documents. We watched the mob control the newspaper articles for decades. Like, they'll make it say what they wanted to say. Now, is the newspaper article a lie? Could be. Is it telling the truth? It could be. 1090 already has one angle, but I know him. He's like, it's a 50% angle that still won't prove whether Larry Hoover did or didn't. It'll just shed some light on the individual. I think he has filed for all those court documents, and he's waiting to get those, and then he's going to come in, and he's going to come at me or come at the situation.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If you get proven that there is paperwork that Larry Hoover told authorities who shot him, will you apologize to 1090 Jake? And also,
Well, it's not about an apology. It's about me. It's me
will
making.
you look at Larry Hoover like he's a rat? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, what I've seen on the internet, the GDs are saying, y'all better shut up about this man, because we'll go slide
Yeah,
on
well,
you.
we don't. Ain't nobody's worried about that. Nobody cares about what people are saying.
Yeah, I don't think that Wack is going to do too well with disrespecting the GDs the way that he's disrespecting the GDs right now. I don't think that that's going to work too well.
We better do, because at the end of the day, if I slip and fall, they gonna talk about me. If some word come out on me, they gonna talk about me. That we don't give a fuck about none of that, right? Me personally, again, I've been standing in the position of defending Larry Hoover since he came out. You know what I'm saying? I've been defending him. I've been debunking it, right? If me and 1090 was on the same side of it, this shit would be going a whole different way. And I know 1090's approach. I know what his response is going to be. I know why I haven't heard him respond. He could respond now with something that I know he have, because I haven't. You know, it ain't that I'm in the blind of everything that's going on with it.
Wack says a whole bunch of words, but like says nothing. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like, what? Huh? I did, you know, and then there was a purple flower in a white Mercedes. It was a gray kid, you know what I'm saying? Then the garage, it was painted white, and it had red shingles on the top, power lines, you know, neighborhood watchers all the way out there, coconut oil, PlayStation 5, and, you know, whole bunch of security cameras with a tree, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bro? What the hell do coconut oil and PlayStation 5s fix? What?
Sound like a politician. Is Larry Hoover a rat or not, man? Like, come on, bro.
As of right now, we can't say he is, because we don't have those actual court documents.
Wow,
right?
you're talking like a lawyer. Hold on. Could you say either way definitively? Would you put your reputation on the line that he's not a rat?
I don't put my reputation on the line for no man or woman about telling if there's a court situation in until I read the court documents. I ain't like these dudes that say, based upon who he is or who people say he is. Because let's be real, 98% of the people we hear talking about Larry Hoover ain't even met Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover been in jail longer than they've been living, right? They don't even know the man like that, right? But what I'm saying is I do know it was a real situation. Dude confirmed that. The shooter confirmed that. I do know
so
somebody
if the
got
words
shot.
come out and it says Larry Hoover told, will you call Larry Hoover a rat, just like how you call Big Meech a rat?
Well, the work is going to call him that.
Okay. But if the work says that, will you adopt it and stick by the work?
I don't never go against the work act. It is what it is. The truth can never be considered disrespect. But right now, my whole disposition being, you're talking based upon a newspaper article, not a court document. Now, the minute a police report, a court document is there in front of us,
let me ask you a question,
reads,
though. If
that's what happened, then that's what that is.
Wait. Yeah, but if you're saying, okay, the newspaper could lie, why can't the police
You
lie?
can't base upon a newspaper article.
Yeah, but why can't the police lie, though?
Well, a court document is, if you're in court and you giving a statement, and yes, they can, but if you giving a statement and
in a police report, it wouldn't be a court at that point. Could you use a police report to say somebody is snitch? Because it looks like that newspaper article was quoting a police report,
yeah, but it's
and the police could lie.
No. They're not saying that's a published police report. This is just them reporting. Like, for instance, in the same newspaper article, they reported that the James Hop.
Wack, just get to the point, bro. Like, just get to the point, bro. Like, this is so boring. Okay, how much longer do we have? Like, this is nothing. Akademiks confront Wack and 1090 Jake goes off. Like, where's 1090 Jake going off at? Like, what the hell is going on here, bro? This is dry. The WAC100 content is becoming super dry. Let's see if we can power through this. Something interesting might happen.
Hightower guy or Highsmith was from a certain gang, which he's not from that gang. He was never from that gang. So, you know that newspaper shit you can't really, you can't say it's not true, but you can't use it as a court document. Not where I come from. Now, I can't say what that court document is going to say. 1090 is going to have to go pull that court document, and then we can go from there. I will tell you this. I haven't attempted to obtain the court document personally, right? And why I haven't attempted to obtain the court document is because I really don't want the man to be a snitch. You get what I'm saying? So I'm leaving it as it goes. I'm defending it as I can. And right now I'm in a position where I can defend Larry Hoover against a news.
Okay, so I get what's going on. WAC100 is trying to make a friend. Got it. He's trying to be the one to say, yeah, see, I saved Larry Hoover. Everybody was lying about him, and I'm the one who blah, blah, blah. But I think the Chicago dudes are already ahead of that, and they can already see that WAC100 is trying to scam Larry Hoover. So this is basically what this all comes down to. It's a long way of saying Wax's ulterior motive is to, scam Larry Hoover and try to appear as if he's the one who had Larry Hoover's back when no one else did. Got it. I see the flu flam now.
Newspaper article. So am I showing some sort of favoritism or biases? Yes, I am, because I'm not going to the extent to really go find that. Now, 1090 on the other hand, because I went and found the shooter and did an interview, and the shooter totally debunked what he was saying. I know 1090 ain't, he like you, he like me, he ain't gonna lay down. I do know, and the reason why I know he's working, because there is another document.
Wait, who's working?
1090 is working for sure. He's out. He's trying to get the real fucking paperwork from 1968. The reason why...
Chat, I'm putting 1090 Jake on the phone, chat. Let's get to the fuckery.
Oh, Akademiks flu flam. He snuck 1090 Jake on the phone. Okay.
I'm gonna put both of them on the phone. I'm gonna merge this motherfucking call. Hold on. I'm sorry, Wack. We gotta put both of y'all on the phone. 1090 answer, nigga. 1090 answer. We're gonna figure out
your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
right, I respect his hand.
Wack talks so much, he didn't even realize Akademiks clicked over and tried to call somebody. He just kept talking. That is incredible.
As I respect yours, Act, when it comes to us digging. Like, if I know Wack Act is digging, and I know I've dug and found something, I know you're going to find it too, right?
I'm going to find it.
If
Act is just like, whatever, nigga.
Let's get this shit going on, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Larry Hoover got a lot of fear in people's hearts, man. They ain't trying to fuck around with no Larry Hoover. I love the GDs. I never seen Wack talking to me like a lawyer right now. When it comes to Nipsey, he'd be like, that's a fact.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The
favor of Mr. Hoover, he's gonna put that with this other document that I have that shows there's a rat involved, and he gonna stick a fork in it, and niggas gonna have to run for the hills. This is a fact.
Oh shit. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, we getting 1090 Jake work. Yo, we got 1090's on the phone, Wack. We got 1090.
There you go.
We got 1090 on the phone.
I'm gonna repeat what I just said, right?
We just want to know, is he a rat? Because here's the thing, the GDs are upset. The GDs, they're in the door.
I'm going to repeat what I
Akademiks hella messy.
said. 1090 reported on the newspaper article. He even went further to dig and find a secondary newspaper article to support the first one. I responded with the shooter and said, well, I'm not going to use a newspaper article in place of a court document. Now, I know I have a document that 1090 can use to kind of debunk some shit, and I know if I got it, he has it. And the fact that he has it lets me know I think he's digging or waiting to get the 1968 document of Larry Hoover, what happened in court, and then I think he's going to come with all of it. If that document...
I ain't gonna lie, though, you are back
the newspaper article... then it's a problem. Now, me personally,
Wack, I love you, but you backpedaling. I heard you.
You're getting marked out. I see what's going on.
I heard
The
you on.
1968 document.
Hold on, Wack. I love you, but you backpedaling a little bit. I heard you.
I'm not back.
I heard you on Clubhouse, and you basically reamed out 1090, basically saying that, yo, it was, you didn't say he got fake paperwork, but you were saying he jumped the gun.
No, he don't got. He's basing it upon a newspaper article, right? But I know he has some real paperwork based upon something else, and the fact that he hasn't come with that lets me know that nigga don't want the short clip. He's waiting to see if he's gonna turn that into an extended clip.
So
if he goes and pulls court documents and supports a newspaper clip, everybody's gonna have to take a seat.
Wait.
I know what he's like now.
But Wack, if you're
So Wack is now backpedaling with 1090 Jake on the phone. He is now turning down all Wooty Bams, and now he's marking himself out. All right, here this goes.
admitting that he has some type of work, you're basically admitting that Larry Hoover's a rat. Is he a rat or
No,
not?
the work, the court document he actually has isn't necessarily on Larry Hoover, but he could use it if he want to right now to kind of discredit what I use to clear Larry Hoover.
Wait, Wack, let me ask you a question.
It's just to do it lets me know he's just working to get it all.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm a...
Damn, Wack. You are backtracking. Backtracking, son. Backtracker. You hit it from the back whack. All right. Got hit from the back whack. All right.
Be honest with you, when it came to Big Meats, niggas violated Big Meats in 20 seconds.
No, I have
Is
the
there
court
some
document.
type of fear about the Gangster Disciples, the reputation, and Larry Hoover?
No, it's no fear.
Because I've never
Nobody-
seen people jump on 1090 who usually when he's saying something, he'll roll shit out in faces.
See, this
We've
is
seen
the
it with
thing.
Boston Rich.
1090 knows.
By the way, 1090's on the phone. 1090, you here, bro?
1090 knows that if they find anything on him, they gonna light his ass up, as is me, right? Now I'm gonna be real with you, right?
Damn, bro. 1090 Jake is just marking whack out without even having to speak. This is terrible.
Could I go dig and look for the document? I can. Have I? No. So this is kind of my way of showing a little respect to the old man. Now, 1090 doing something he shouldn't be doing? No, not at all. He's being a journalist, and we ain't discriminated against anybody else when they can't anybody fucking else. So no man is being in the program. It's how he's coming, right? And he ain't wrong for that. I know what his play is, right? Because he hasn't responded in the way that I know he could have responded. I know he had something he could have responded, and the fact that he hasn't, he said, you know what? I'm not going to hit him with lunch. I'm going to hit these motherfuckers with the whole kitchen sink. But that's the determining factor of that is when the 1968 paperwork actually comes back to say what really did and didn't occur.
Hey, wait, 1090, are you on the line?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, let me just ask you in plain words, because Wack
That nigga just said, yeah, what's up? After all that, 1090 Jake has little to nothing. Yeah, what's up?
just gave me the longest Johnny Cochran message.
No, I'm telling you what
Is the guy a rat or not? I look to y'all I look to the Hunted side and the Exposers and 1090.
At this point,
Who got the work? Is he a rat or not?
No, at this point, he can't stand on it based on a court document because he doesn't have that. I know what this crazy motherfucker got. He could respond, and I'm telling you, the fact that he has not responded in the way that I know he could, based on something to kind of talk or discredit something, I think he's waiting on that to just take a fork in the whole situation. I hope it comes back in favor of Larry. But right now, I know what he's doing. I know if he knows me like I know him.
Hey, 1090, since we have you.
All right, man. So basically, Rat Run Hunter. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. It looks like so far, Rat Run Hunter is just walking back everything that he said about Larry Hoover. Let me see something real quick. Somebody just sent me this. Hold on.
If I
Hey,
was.
bro, you know the crazy part?
Yeah.
I'm getting the same threats 1090 is getting in.
Always kept to the code.
Okay,
So we
yeah,
talking about
once we
Monster
go-
Cody, Big U. We're talking.
The fight I'm fighting is saying You can't use a newspaper on.
Wack, you here?
And look, it's gonna come down to if that fucking document comes back to port. I'm hoping that the court paperwork comes back in Larry Hoover's favor. I'm gonna be real with you. I hope it does.
Yo, Wack, okay, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just don't think.
Call me out to a bet right now. Will I take that bet? And you know I'm a bet man, but I'm a sure bet man.
I'll take a bet with you, Wack. I'll take $1,000 bet that if the work says that he a rat, you're not gonna call him a rat like how you talk about Big Meech. And you talk about the other.
Back with the best thing I had, the actual person in their story. You never knew. The news is incredible. Entity. It's not make this shit up. No, he did not. Tenati is not the origin of this shit. No, he's not. But the documents he's using, right, is not a credible enough document. It's not a legal entity. It's not the court document.
I can agree to an extent, right?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
What was your response to the news articles that I brought?
My response to the news article is that it was just that, news articles, and we've been watching those articles back in those times. We manipulated.
And who did you interview to, get a new perspective?
You might have, you gonna force this dude. I know where you're trying to go tonight.
Who did you
I
interview?
interviewed the shooter, James.
The shooter.
What makes it might be 1091 first? If you fire a shot, it's gonna take away from your Gatling gun. Don't get
No. I'm asking, if the news isn't credible, what makes him credible?
Well, he's gonna be more credible to this situation now because he's actually named as the shooter.
Right.
He's named as the shooter. Now, can he be lying? Can he be leaving something out? Can it be some pressure on that side? Yes, and I know why you can say that.
Wait,
Hold on,
Wack. How could you say, again, I hear what you're saying, like, we don't have enough stuff, and I think that's very valid. But I've heard you say Big U is working, Brick Baby working, Loose Cannon working.
All paperwork. I have court documents.
Hold on. But shit, we're starting to see some paperwork about Larry Hoover. How come he wasn't working?
We don't have no court documents.
Well,
If there's no court documents, when I say it, there's no court documents.
Wack, you said he was working because he ain't had a court date. So why can't you say if your name's in the newspaper, you work?
Hey, so this whole thing was about calling Wack out on his hypocrisy. It just took us a while to get here. Got it.
Working.
Hold on, Brick Baby. See now, we crossing the other waters, and 1090's gonna understand it. Brick Baby never knew how I knew what I knew. That's why he thought I was working with the police.
You had a nigga fucking his baby moms. I remember that.
Hold on, listen, because he knows what I was saying was true, but he's like, there's no way he could know this unless he told him, but he just forgot his baby mama was the factor. No man wants to believe somebody is picking down his woman, right? And she gave up the goods. No man wants to believe that, right? So that's how I knew that information. This situation, look, I fought 1090 back with the best thing I had, the actual person in their story. Now, is there room or is there a possibility that a document can surface that discredits that? Yes, it's a possibility because none of us have seen the court document. If the court document comes and says the total opposite and supports newspaper clipping, then at that point in time, I know what else he's gonna add to that, and it's gonna be impossible to fight it.
Damn.
At that point,
Ain't no way Larry Hoover a rat. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't no way. Larry Hoover too real to be a rat. If he stayed in 80
You don't
Explorers.
know. Here goes with 1090.
Nobody know him.
You don't know how real Larry Hoover is. Nigga, you 30-something. Nigga, you been locked up 53 years. How you know how real?
I mean, I never been in the street, but I hear everybody talk about him. Yo, you ain't hear the song? It says,
That's the same ish Flocko be on. I never been in the streets, but everybody talk about him, so this must be this.
free Larry Hoover. It's a Trump should have free Larry Hoover. Some. I forgot his.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I'm hoping that the court paperwork comes back in Larry Hoover's favor. I'm gonna be real with you. I hope it does.
Yo, Wack. I agree with you. I agree with you. I just don't think.
Called me out to a bet right now. Will I take that bet? And you know I'm a bet man, but I'm a sure bet man.
I'll take a bet with you, Wack. I'll take $1,000 bet that if the work says that he a rat, you're not gonna call him a rat like how you talk about Big Meech and you talk about the other niggas. You know why? Because the GDs, they really got through the door and they about to put belt to ass to anybody disrespectful.
That's not a concern of mine.
So if the word says he's a rat, you're gonna call Larry Hoover a rat.
You be 100,000. That if the court paperwork come back that he told that I won't say he's a rat, is that what you think?
Nah, not 100,000. I said $1,000.
I don't think you want to take that bet.
No, I said $1,000. It's $1,000. You know what I mean?
$1,000 ain't worth it because you would give me that right now.
I know. I'm just trying to pay for your black truck around for a day. That's it. I'm 100,000.
Send me 1,000 right now. You're gonna do that. You ain't gonna even ask you why I need it. So that's
Wack. Wack. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm watching 1090 Jake do a 3-1 comeback. Everybody was violating him. And, I was watching YouTube videos and channels saying 1090's done. He fucked with the wrong one.
I dropped a nuke on him. But I know what he.
I don't think 1090J cares, and I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of this on your own time because I'm starting not to care. Red dots to the left, y'all know the rest, and it's free. I have no interest, so it's free. Y'all gone.